hang on to your seat, baby, because this one's a screamer, a screamer.
What is going on, entertainers? So today I'm coming to you guys with my Real Housewives of Potomac recap. This episode just proves to me why you can't listen to people sometimes when they tell you tall tales and just lies. Like it just proves to you can't listen to everybody and their stories because they will literally sit up in your face and just lie. And it was just so funny to me. But first, it starts off with Karen and Ray going to the improv show in order to see how the venue's gonna look for her live show and event or whatever, right? So then there's walking around looking at the place. The assistant comes along, and they're literally trying to paint this narrative as if Karen is like this delusional person who thinks that she's like grander than what she is, which is a little true, but they're kind of overdoing it. And I'm seeing through the edit, okay, in the words of RuPaul, blame it on the edit. Like I'm really seeing through that edit. But it's cool, bravo. We see Gordon, Mia, and Jacqueline sit. And this scene to me was so weird. It's just so weird to me. And like, they're giving threesome vibes. Like, you can't tell me no different. And I know Jacqueline and her are going to fall out next week. And they're going to try to make it, she's going to try to make it seem as if she didn't really know what was going on. But you can't tell me they didn't all three have a drunk night. And Gordon ended up tapping Jacqueline's Big Debbie cakes because she was depressed. That's the vibe that I'm getting. So they all sit down or whatever, and then Mia's just like, so like I heard you're trying to like get my husband, so like let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. So they all sit or whatever, and then Jacqueline's just like, wait, do you want me to sit here? Because like I'm a little close to him, but I like being close to you, Gordon. I like it. I like it. Gordon's just like, wait, do you want me to like move Mia or no? And Mia's just like, it's okay, just you can sit there. You can just like sit there, Jacqueline. Like just don't touch his heart on. It's cool. I'm like, this is just weird. Like, it was just so awkward to me. And then they start bringing up the fact that Jacqueline sort of is living like a good life because Mia looks out for her friend. And Jacqueline's just like, oh, so yeah, like, did you buy and help me get a car because of that you love me? And then did you help me buy the car, Gordon, because you love me or whatever? And then Gordon goes, no, because she loves you. And then she goes, you don't love me? First of all, friend or not, you don't say that to somebody's husband, period. Your husband's friend doesn't have to love you. They can like you because their wife likes you, but they don't have to love you. That's weird. Like, it's a little too close for comfort. It's giving weirdo vibes. Like, and it's Mia's fault, low key, because like every time they asked her something about Jacqueline in the past episode, she's like, I don't know, like I know like Jacqueline and Gordon, they're like super like close. So like you do one of those and like you kind of lead people on, so they're gonna infer that like you guys have it going on, okay? My wait, my whatchamacallit? My tagline, since we talked about Sesame Street, the only show I would star in is RuPaul's Drag Race because I always give camp. Okay, that would be my tagline if I were to be casted. Since we're talking about shows today, right? After that scene, which was so cringe to me, we get to Candace. Not Candace, we get to Ashley with her lame friends. They're all sitting around. She's just like, so, like all my friends and stuff. I know Deborah because Deborah I've known for a lot of years. I met her through Michael. She didn't say that, but she was just like, and then she starts naming the other friends. I'm like, wait a minute. When did Bravo start allowing just randoms to just start filming out of nowhere? Like, they're not even friend ofs. Like, get out of here. This is so produced. You can tell Ashley sat with Giselle and probably Robin with her following, and they all plan this out. It's so obvious. And with somebody like me who's watched reality TV for like years and years and years and years, I can tell when something's produced and I can tell when something is kind of naturally like reactive. The Jacqueline and Mia thing, even though I do think that they kind of fool out around each other, I don't think they plan to fall out. Especially the way Jacqueline's gonna react, I don't think they plan to fall out at all. Like, I think Jacqueline's really caught off guard that she's not friends with me anymore. But this whole little flirting with Chris thing and the Chris flirting, cap, big cap.
It's the cap for me.
Yeah, the cap is on your hair, on the top of your head.
The cap is
the
on
wig
your
is the
hair.
cap.
Okay, like
It's the cap for me.
Yeah, the cap is on your hair, on the top of your head.
The cap is
the
on
wig
your
is the
hair.
cap.
Okay, so cap, okay, they're all sitting together and stuff like that, and Giselle comes. Giselle's just like, hey. So, like, I was told that you and, we have some things to clarify, because I was just talking to Robin, and she told me that we got some things to figure out. So what's going on? We all drinking, right? We all drinking. We got to figure this out. So Giselle tries to, try to get some answers out of Deborah. Mind you, this is what Deborah looks like, you guys. We just all have to just look. And to me, I know this is so crazy and it's going to be like, you're being dramatic, Pierre, but this is giving me colorism. Let me tell you why. These are the type of girls that think because they're lighter and they have different textured hair than other Black people that they're beautiful, that they're gorgeous, they're that it girl. You know what I'm saying? Like, it gives me those type of vibes. She really thinks she's cute because, she's lighter. You know what I'm saying? She's racially ambiguous. She could go for, like, mixed race. She could go for a little Indian, a little Spanish, you know what I'm saying? Like, a little everything. So she thinks she's, like, gorgeous and every guy wants her. No, girl, you're not that cute. She looks like a Disney villain, okay? It's not giving Sesame Street. It's giving Disney villain, okay? You know those characters in the Disney movies when they're, like, really... like they're really evil, and then they do something that's gonna mess with the main character that's super innocent. They give the eyebrows like the high eyebrow. That's what she gives. So Deborah, you just I never see somebody embarrass themselves on TV as much as she did this episode. I was like, Lord Jesus, thank you to production. Shout out to production because they blasted her. They made sure to expose the truth. Thank God. Okay. Thank you, production. I really hope they keep that same energy for Real Housewives of Atlanta. We could kind of see that production sort of like airing these girls out in their lives. They're no longer hiding anybody's lies or trying to cover anybody's butt. They're just literally exposing everybody. We saw that a little bit, like I said, last year in Atlanta. So Deborah's just like, well, Chris was flirting with me. He came over. He was like this. And he was just like, what's up? I want your Big Debbie cakes. What's it going to take? Like, doing all of this, making it seem as if Chris was all up on her. They show that flashback. Chris was like this. Like, I was like, yes. Finally, we get some truth in this. So Ashley's going to look like a big idiot during this reunion with egg on her face when they play these clips back, because you literally can't defend that, because he wasn't paying attention to her. Two, he was just being nice by saying, yeah, Chris is a common name, which it is a common name. Like, every person you meet, every other person you meet that's usually a white guy is named Chris. Like, hello, ain't nobody trying to flirt with you, a Disney villain. It's not giving Sesame Street. It really gives me Disney villain. I'm telling you, like, research Disney villains. Very much a Disney villain. So after that, they're all drinking and kicking. And then she even brings up Eddie. She's like, happy Eddie came over. But I hope she doesn't appear at the reunion, because Wendy's going to tear her butt into a new one. Even probably more than Candace will, because they already know Wendy's fed up because they're trying to isolate her from being on the show. So she might want to not show up to the reunion if she's given an invite, which I hope she's not, because you're such a clout chaser. I never could get people that are so old that are clout chasers. It's one thing for my generation to be clout chasers because we're kind of young and dumb. But for like people that are like old like that, it's like, wow. Like, wow. Whew. That sounds point. So Wendy, you guys, is home. She's recovering from her kidney stuff. And I like seeing Wendy and Eddie's like dynamic on the show, because it's one of the only relationships I feel like that is actually authentic. I feel like they don't put on for the cameras. I feel like off camera they're really like that in real life. Like, they don't put on a show. That's what I appreciate. I feel like Robin and Juan, they put on a show. I feel like they're not really keying on like that outside of cameras. Like the way Juan comes around, he's like, "Hey, what's up, buddy?" He's not doing that. They probably barely talk half the time when they're home together. That's what it gives to me. It gives roommate. Okay? It's roommate. But I like seeing Wendy's and Eddie's relationship, okay? And Eddie, to me, both of them together are really, really cute together. Like, to me, they're both, like, an attractive couple. So, Wendy ends up telling Eddie about the whole Smiley comment, about how allegedly he was flirting and he was being super smiley with Deborah, the Disney villain. Whoa! It's giving, whoa! It's giving that, okay? Deborah, you're gonna have to try it again, Rod. I can't believe this girl go here and go Bravo and think she was for the clout chase off these people. Girl, ooh, you already took the biggest L in 2023 and we one day in, girl. One jump. Okay, so Eddie's just like, I'm never gonna smile around there. This is why, like, when I'm in a relationship, my dude, like, you gonna have to be a mean N-word to other people, because this is what happens when you got not a friendly dude. Because Eddie to me isn't friendly; he's just polite. So you smile at people like, "Hi," right? So this is why, like, certain people, they like their dudes mean, because you got bees like this that'll come out and be like, he was looking at me, he was flirting with me. So yeah, just saying. So Eddie's like, I'm not smiling around nobody. And then we see, and if I was Wendy and Candace, I wouldn't allow my husband. Okay, my bad. Y'all read something. But I wouldn't allow my husband to come to any filming unless it was contractually obligated, or unless it was like a cash trip and they have to go. Because I feel like that, like, y'all playing with people's relationships at this point. Because think about this. Everybody's keying about it, but think about this. Let's say Candace was a dummy, right? And then she really thought that he was flirting and doing all this stuff. What if she went and got a divorce or broke up with him, and then she watches it back and sees that the girl was lying the whole time? Because they don't show them footage before then. They watch it when we watch it, or I think they get it like a little bit before we do, but they still have to wait a long period of time after filming. So imagine she goes and gets a divorce or broke up with him. That would have made her feel like crap. So it's like, y'all playing too much. So I wouldn't allow my spouse to come around unless, like, production was like, they have to be there. Like, contractually, they have to be there. But the, like, pop-up events, no, I'm going by myself. What's up? Huh? Yeah. Like, that's crazy to me. So we get to Mia and Candace and Robin. They're having lunch and stuff like that. And Giselle, not Mia and Candace, I'm playing. Mia, Giselle, and Robin, they're all having lunch. And Giselle's just like, so, I didn't see you in a long time, Mia. So what's going on with you and Gordon and Jacqueline? Because what's going on with that? And then she basically just tells, like, hey, like, she's just our friend. Like, she's not doing anything with us. And then they're like, but, you know, Karen, she was in rare form. She told me and Robin that you messed with Peter Thomas's girlfriend. Is that true? So Mia's just like, well, like, I'm not gonna lie. We did sleep together, like, on our wedding night. And, like, she gave Gordon play, like, at our bachelor party. And I'm like, wait, it's just, Mia to me is a big liar. Like, you're a big liar. Like, her stories just don't match up. It's just like, it's so much inconsistencies in her stories. Like, it's just like, she gives me a headache when she talks, because it's like, what are you saying? Like, she can't put together one coherent sentence. It's like all over the place. That's what bothers me about me. And I didn't realize that until this season. Like, the past seasons, I didn't really pick up on that. So then she kind of gets mad. She's just like, well, I'm not going to tell Karen, because I could tell everybody why she really doesn't like Charisse. Which I'm just like, that's why I don't like you no more, Mia, because it's like, really? first of all, this is a reality show. So regardless if she said anything or not to them, they're going to see it on the show. They would have probably brought up at the reunion. It doesn't matter. We're filming a show here. Production probably told her to tell them. Hello? Do you not know how reality TV works? Like, come on, Mia. But okay. Ashley is invited Deborah to the event, and Candace is getting ready to go to the event with her mother. Mind you, to Karen's show, Candace missed on these confessionals this season. First of all, she wears a hoodie and she looks like a bat. Okay, you know those bats that do the nocturnaling in until you like. She looks like a bat with the hoodie on, and then she has this pink wig, a Party City Shake and Go wig on. I'm like, who is styling you for these confessionals, Candace? Because she usually does a good job. So I'm kind of disappointed in her this season, to be honest. But who did really good though is Wendy. Wendy looked amazing. She looked like a classy professor that was at a president's gala. Okay, in that confessional, she ate. Okay, shout out to Wendy. So she's going with her mom to the event. Which when I seen that, I was like, oh shoot, let me find out the mom ended up cussing out. Because y'all know Candace's mom, she really on that. So I was like, oh, let me find out Candace's mom ends up cussing out Deborah, aka Disney villain. So they get to the event, whatever, and I didn't like how they edited this. Let me tell y'all why. I feel like y'all could say a lot of what y'all want about Real Housewives of Atlanta, but they support each other. They might throw shade at each other, but like, and if they do, it's only one or two people that do it. It's usually not the whole entire cast. What I noticed on Potomac, they don't really support each other in their business ventures, and I hate that. It's like, it's sad to see, to be honest, because it's like all of you guys are getting an opportunity to show off your businesses, to show off all this stuff, and like the least that y'all could do, whether y'all like each other or not, is to at least be happy for each other a little bit. It seems like the whole cast was like shading her. It was just like, I don't like that. That gives us like hater vibes. Like I didn't like that at all. So really, Karen's show was like a variety show, and she hosted it, did Q&As and stuff like that. It was cute. Shout out to Jasmine Masters. Okay, I'm Jasmine Masters, and I have something to say. Okay, shout out to Jasmine Masters. I'm a big RuPaul Drag Race fan, so I already knew when I see Jasmine. I'm like, they got Jasmine. Listen, for the girls that know. Okay. So they show like the performance and everything. Production even shaded her with the amount of time that she even spent on stage. And we get to Ashley. Ashley's just like, so Candace, I want you to meet my friend Deborah. This is Deborah. So Candace was like, so this is the one that said that Chris was like touching on her? Candace gives her the dirtiest look. I say, I know that's one point for Candace, okay, over the Disney villain. She gives her like the dirtiest look, right? Gives her the dirtiest look. And Deborah was just like, yeah, like he was flirting with me heavily. He was doing this, and he was like doing this. And then I'm like, I couldn't have been me. I'm telling you, that's why God knew not to make me a girl. Because I'm telling you, I would have been fighting like every day. Like, because these girls, they try each other. I'm talking about all these reality shows. I recap it every day like that. They be trying each other, and the hate be so real. Like, they try each other to the limit. Dudes not really like that. Like, some of the girls, like the gays and stuff, are like that. But it's like, usually it's not like that like all the time. But with women, it's like constant. But Jesus. So they like kind of get into it or whatever, and Ashley's just like, you're just gonna like dismiss my friend? You don't want to talk to my friend? Because everybody's starting to get up and leave. And then Candace is like, no. I love that Candace did this, because guess what? It breaks down the storyline. I can't communicate with you. I'm not gonna talk to you. So you no longer have something to go off of. I'm not gonna give you a reaction. So leave me alone. Candace this season is learning, okay? She props up to your mama. She's learning the game. She's learning the game. To me, Mia hasn't learned the game at all. And she's been on now for a couple of seasons. She hasn't learned the game at all. Okay, so Candace is just like, no. And then the girl, Deborah, we got the Disney character again. The Disney character goes, can I talk to you like on a separate, like, can I talk to you one-on-one? And she's like, no, I'm good. I'm good. I'm like, good job, Candace. Good job. It's sad that you that age, you a clout chaser. Like, Jesus. Did she think she was going to get in front of the housewives or something like that by doing this? Because you failed epically. And you'll go down in history. Okay? Next week, we see Candace. Not Candace. We see Jacqueline versus Mia. We see Karen versus Charisse. With Charisse, sit down, Charisse. Charisse always be looking sweaty and tired. I see somebody that always looks sweaty. Like, she looks like she's always drenched in sweat under her wig. I'm like, Jesus Christ. All right, entertainers, let me know what you guys think about this recap. What do you guys think about the evil Disney character? Do you guys think that the evil Disney character owes Candace an apology? Because I think she does. A public one at that. All right, entertainers, leave your comments down below. We are all babies.
No personal thing.